This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
(1:15). This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news, edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Indrani Senanayake. The headlines. A program to exchange agricultural technology between Vietnam and Sri Lanka will be implemented shortly. The government has taken measures to look into the standards of the local and imported canned fish in the market. The Minister of Justice says that they will regularly question the Singapore court regarding the case filed against the Pearl Express ship. Court orders the arrest of all suspects linked to the housemaid's custodial death. It has been stated that the poultry and egg industry, which had collapsed due to various reasons, is now being revived. In foreign news, Greece wildfires. Minister calls out arsonist scum as 79 arrests made. A program to exchange agricultural technology between Vietnam and Sri Lanka will be implemented shortly. An initial discussion to reach a MOU in this regard was held at the Ministry of Agriculture yesterday. Minister Mahinda Amarweera and the Ambassador of Vietnam to Sri Lanka, Ho Thai Tan Truc, were present at the discussion. Priority has been given to expand the existing technology methods of the agriculture sector. The government has taken measures to look into the standards of the local and imported canned fish in the market. At present, the canned fish production has increased considerably, but the demand of this project has decreased when compared to the sales of last year. Many complaints have been sent to the Consumer Affairs Authority regarding the low quality of canned fish. Minister Nalin Fernando said a speedy program will be implemented to look into this matter. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation, and we continue with local news. Minister Wijayadasa Rajapaksa says that they will regularly question the Singapore court regarding the case filed against the Pearl Express ship and the damage caused to the Sri Lankan environment. He stated in Parliament today that the Attorney General's Department has filed a case on the advice of the internationally recognized legal institute to ascertain the damage caused and the action to be taken against the said company. In this regard, all relevant facts have been submitted to the Parliament. A parliamentary committee has been appointed to submit recommendations about this incident. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa said in Parliament that they will not take any action that will be detrimental to the court proceedings regarding the Express Pearl ship. He accused the government of not taking necessary action regarding the environmental damage caused. The Colombo Magistrate Court today ordered the arrest of all suspects linked to the death of a housemaid named R. Rajakumari, who died while in the custody of the Valikada police. The case was taken up from before the Colombo Additional Magistrate Harshana Kakunawala this morning. Meanwhile, a person with a stock of foreign cigarettes has been taken into custody by the Special Task Force in the Magala area in Galle. The suspect had 12,000 varieties of cigarettes in his possession. He has been handed over to the Galle police for further investigation. That ends the local segment of news.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
State Minister D.B. Herath says that the poultry and egg industry, which had collapsed due to various reasons, is now being revived. The government has taken measures to rectify the problems faced by poultry farmers. He made these remarks at a briefing held in Colombo today. A scientific method is being followed to increase the dairy milk production in the country. The aim of this move is to strengthen the dairy farming system in the country. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Watch Life is brought to you by CIB Janajaya Vasana. Unbelievable discounts and offers throughout August from CIB Janajaya Vasana. Come today itself.
A series of programs will be implemented to mark the World Dementia Day, which will be held on the 21st of next month. Plans have been made to implement programs during the month of September. The Foundation, in connection with this illness, has pointed out that there will be a loss of memory from this disease. The program has been organized to educate the public on ways and means of preventing this illness. That was Watchlight.
CIB Janajaya Vasana. Unbelievable discounts and offers throughout August from CIB Janajaya Vasana. Come today itself.
We now take a look at world news. First, the headlines. Greece wildfires. Minister calls out arsonist scum as 79 arrests made. India and China agree to de-escalate border tensions. Thousands of penguins die in Antarctic ice breakup. Greece has called out arsonist scum after police made 79 arson arrests over wildfires ravaging the country. Civil Protection Minister Vasilis Kikialia said that there had been several attempts by arsonists to start new fires on the Mount Parnita, northwest of Athens. The blaze is one of hundreds in the nation where wildfires have already killed at least 20 people this week. You are committing a crime against the country, Mr. Kikialis said. Speaking yesterday in a televised address, he said, arsonist scum are setting fires that threaten forest, property, and most of all, human lives. India and China have agreed to de-escalate tensions along their disputed border after a conversation between its leaders, a senior Indian official said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Xi Jinping spoke on the sidelines of the BRICS summit in South Africa yesterday. Beijing said the meeting was held at Mr. Modi's request. Relations between India and China have been worsening for more than 3 years. The two world powers are facing off against each other, along with their ill-defined 3,440-long border known as the Line of Actual Control, LAC, in the Himalayan region. A catastrophic die-off of emperor penguin chicks has been observed in the Antarctic, with up to 10,000 young birds estimated to have been killed. The sea ice underneath the chicks melted and broke apart before they could develop the waterproof feathers needed to swim in the ocean. The birds most likely drowned or froze to death. The event in late 2022 occurred in the west of the continent, in an area fronting on to the Bellingshausen Sea. It was recorded by satellite. Dr. Peter Fatwell from the British Antarctic Survey said the wipeout was a harbinger of things to come. To end this bulletin of world news, the headlines again. Greece wildfires. Minister calls out arsonist scum as 79 arrests made. India and China agree to de-escalate border tensions and thousands of penguins die in Antarctic ice breakup. That ends this bulletin of world news.
Development News is brought to you by
Job opportunities for well-experienced housemaids and home cooks in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait for ages 40 to 58 years. Salary 125,000 rupees. Contact 037 7500 500.
On to development news. Measures have been taken to construct a health centre and a primary health unit at the Ambalangoda area. This is a long-felt need. 227 million rupees will be allocated for this project. 5 billion rupees will be spent for the construction of the primary health unit with financial assistance from the Asian Development Bank. That was development news.
Job opportunities for women from Deshakti Lanka in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait and Oman. Housemaids and home cooks in Saudi Arabia, ages 40 to 58 years. Arabic speaking and well-experienced home cooks. Salary 125,000 rupees. Interviews are now on with foreign agents. You can travel overseas free of charge now. Branches Colombo, Kurunegala, Anuradhapura and Matara. Contact number 0377 500 500. Deshakti Lanka Foreign Employment Agency.
We now take a look at sports news. Today is the second day of the National Athletic Sports Festival being held at the Sugadadasa Stadium. Deepika Lakmali from the Southern Province won the gold medal at the javelin throwing event. The silver medal was won by Priyangika Madhuvanti from the Uva Province and the bronze medal was won by D.M. Hasanti from the Eastern Province. Many other events like the 800-meter running events were also conducted at this venue, and that was sports news.
Go ekak thiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හින හැබැ කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The 22nd iteration of the Slim Brand Excellence Awards commences, launched under the theme, Logic Behind the Magic. For a significant duration of time, Slim Brand Excellence has been celebrating supreme achievements within the nation, recognizing remarkable marketing endeavors and remarkable brand narratives. In a grand launching ceremony, Slim recently introduced the most recent edition of this esteemed award ceremony, themed Logic Behind the Magic. That was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak thiyana youth එකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හින හැබැ කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
We now take a look at economic news. The government has implemented a program to encourage investors and investments. State Minister Dilum Amanagama said that new rules will be applied to provide more contributions to this program. A new mechanism will be implemented with the support of all business sectors. That was economic news.
Weather report.
And finally, we take a look at the weather report. Showers or thunder showers in the Uva province and in the Ampara, Batticaloa and Polonnaruwa districts during the evening or at night. A few showers may occur in the Western province and in the Ratnapura, Gaul and Matara districts. Mainly fair weather will prevail elsewhere over the island. To end this afternoon's news broadcast, the headlines again. A program to exchange agricultural technology between Vietnam and Sri Lanka will be implemented shortly. The government has taken measures to look into the standards of the local and imported canned fish in the market. The Minister of Justice says they will regularly question the Singapore court regarding the case filed against the Pearl Express ship. Court orders the arrest of all suspects linked to the housemaid's custodial death. It has been stated that the poultry and egg industry, which had collapsed due to various reasons, is now being revived. In foreign news, Greece wildfires. Minister calls out arsonist scum as 79 arrests made. That ends this afternoon's news broadcast.